There we can type our allowance. Says put allowances there, and then we continue. After that one, we are going to put the gross income or the gross pay. We put the gross income. So there where we are going to put the gross. We type gross pay in cell F2. Gross pay. Then we move from there. There we are going to put deductions. And under deduction we have tax and pay. So we are going to merge cell G2 and H2. We highlight from G2 to H2, then we go and merge cell, merge and center. Then inside there we are going to type deduction. Deduction there. Then after that one we are going to insert another column heading in I2 as total deduction is DB, or we can put deduction, we type deduction. Then remember, here we need to do something. We need to apply a feature called word wrap, or we can wrap the text using the feature called wrap text. Wrap text is under a group ribbons called alignment. Then we click on this total deductions, then we go and wrap it. Have you seen? So there you adjust it. Then remember that here we need to center it. Still under alignment, we need to center. We center it. The appearance is going to look like that, and we can put it at the center like that. Then after that one, we are going to put the net income. The net income. And we adjust this cell the way you are observing from there. Then remember that down under allowances, we are going to put food. Then we are going to put transport there. We are going to move under deduction. We shall put tax, and we move to column H3, and there we type pay. This one here, we are now going to populate the records. So if we want to put the serial number, learn this very well. We are going to put 1 here. Then we shall drag up to where we want to stop. Then we put it there. Remember that this one is when you copy the cell. But we are going to filter what we call the series. Are we there? Are we following? We filter the series. Then it will change. It will count 1, 2, 3 up to 7. So if we want to adjust to 8, then we use the autofill handle and we move like that. And then again we filter the series. We shall have 8 employees on our record. And therefore, you can write the names of you fellow learners in the class at that point. For me, I'm going to type this name, Diana, and I will come and put Irene. I'll come and put Samuel. Then I type Adam. Then I come down Christine. I come down Bianca. Then down here is 90. Then lastly is Dairas. So that is what you can do. Any question? Serial here, the concern is that I should have to repeat. I will repeat. I'll delete that. I'm going to highlight everything, the serial number, then I delete. Then here I'm going to put 1 here. Then I will use autofill handles. Then I drag it up to this point. Then remember that this one, when you see 111, it means that we have already copied what? We have already copied cell. But we don't want to copy cell, we want to filter what? That's why copy cells is active. So we are going to activate fill series. Then it will change automatically. Are we there? You see, after dragging one from there up to this point, you will get these small objects called autofills option. Then you click at the 8 pointer to get the list of drop-down options. Then there you filter series. You'll get those. There any problem? Any problem? Any problem again? Yeah. So now we are going to enter the basic income. The basic income we are going to enter, the first one we have 650, followed by 450, coming down to 750, and 750, and then we come to 650 again. Then we come to 375,000. We come to 850. Then again 375,000. And lastly is 585,000. So that is it. Remember that in the question papers, we have the percentage within the worksheet. It means that we are going to insert a column in between row 3 and 4. So we are going to click on the row number 4 to select, and we go under cells, then we insert. You can either click here direct, you will see the cell inserted. Then we are going to undo that, and we follow the right footstep by clicking here. Then you come to insert cell. So insert seed rows. Then you click. Are we there? Remember that under food, transport, tax, pay, we are going to put the percentage. We are going to put the percentage. Like food is 15%. Then we come to transport. Transport is 10%. And then we come to tax. Tax, we have 15%. Then pay is also 15%. So that is how you can do this. Sometimes they may ask you to insert a row in between add a row in between Samuel and Adam and end and populate with this record. Then here you have to select Samuel, Adam. You have to select row 8 for Adam. Then you go and insert seed rows in between Samuel and Adam. Then there they want you to add records. And here you are not tasked to put the serial number because they want to confirm that this row has been inserted. So we are going to add records for Dennis. Let us put Dennis, record for Dennis. Then we put the salary. The salary in the condition given should be the same to that of Bianca, which means there you are going to put 850,000 for that. Then we leave it like that. The condition in the question paper is talking of highlight the inserted row. Highlight the inserted row with a color. So you need to put a color there. You need to put a color. You highlight with text color, any which is visible. Are we there? So that is the sign. It is an indicator that you have met the condition given in the question papers. It is highlighted already. You use text highlight color here under form groups. Then you fill color. You have to fill in a color, a suitable color. For example, let me go back here. I make it active. Then I go to group ribbons under forms groups. Then the second row here, I will go through this, and when you reach here, you're going to point and you get the name of the object, fill color. Then you click at the 8 pointer and you select any suitable color which is visible. Which is visible, which is visible. Are we there? Then you click, you leave it like that. It's highlighted. Now we are going to compute based on this. And in the question papers, there's no restriction now that you should use either absolute cell reference because it is not restricted. It is not given in the procedure. And it is not even restricted not to use 15% direct in the formula, which means you cannot be penalized on that. You can use 15% direct or you can use it absolutely based on the cell address. So let us do the calculation. You put equal sign, then you click on this, then you multiply straight away by basic income, the starting number. Then you enter. When you enter this one, it is going to give you a wrong answer because you have left the cell to be what? To be relative. Because when the cell is relative, you will get any result which may not rhyme with the condition attached to the question paper. For example, here when you look at it, when we go to see the formula, you go up along the menu bar. Let us move up and click on formulas. Then we select under formula auditing. Let us click on show formula. So you are going to find that the 15% in cell D4 is relative. That's why here you see D4, D5, D6, D7, it is moving relatively. That's why the figure is not rhyming. But we want to do our calculation based on the 15% in cell D4. Which means for us now to get the right product, we need to use absolute cell reference at this point here. Therefore, we are going to delete that, or we may not delete, but we change in the formula here. in the formula there, we are going to change. Let me enter a formula, then we put, you press shift key on the keyboard, $, D, you add $, 4 multiply by the starting number and the basic income. Then when you enter this one and you filter the series, you are going to get the right answer. Have you seen? That is the right answer for that. So the same thing you are going to do to this transport. Under transport, you are going to put equal sign. Still, you are going to use absolute cell reference by applying $, E, which means column E has been locked. Then we are locking row 4, $4 multiply by the starting basic income. Then we can either use this. It is the same as enter key on the keyboard. Please observe up. You click on these objects, you will receive the product. Then instead of dragging and dropping, you just double click at autofill handles. You will receive the answer for the products of your computation. Now, we have calculated for food and transport. Now we are going to compute for the gross pay, but we need to fit this thing well. We double click here to adjust. So when calculating the gross pay, remember that the basic pay, you are going to add to all allowances given here, because any allowances that you receive is part of your pay. It means that we are going to add the basic income plus food allowance plus transport allowance. This one will take us to use the formula. We can use the formula as equal sign C5 plus D5 plus E5. Then we enter. Now, it is the same when it is formula. But when you look at it, we can use the function. Let us use function. It will still bring the same product. Equal sign, sum. Sum, you double click here. Then you highlight from cell C5 up to E5. Highlight, just highlight like this. Then you enter. On the keyboard, press enter key to get the product. It is the same thing. It is the same thing. It is already done. That is the gross pay. You had food allowance, transport allowance. On basic pay, you will get the gross pay. But remember that on your payroll, there are some tax imposed and pay also. And that one is going to be deduction. That's why you see up is deduction. So you are going to remove the 15% of tax from the gross pay. Then again, you are going to remove 15% of pay from your gross pay. Let us use this. But remember that all these percentages given for food, transport, tax, and pay is calculated out of the basic income. It is 15% of basic income, 15% of basic income, which means there you are going to put equal sign. Let us now use relative cell reference, because there's no restriction there. We are going to put 15% straight away there. Then we multiply by the basic income. Then we enter, we shall get the result. Then we autofill it. That is how you can compute that. Then again, equal sign, 15% time the basic income, then you enter, you get the product. You may ask question, why is it the same? If it is the same, we can also change this to 20%, because we are learning on how to deal with payroll. Then here we shall come and we say equal sign 20%. To put the percentage sign, you have to press shift key and percentage symbols. Then multiply by basic income. We'll get the product there. So after calculating tax and pay, you have to calculate the total deduction under this. Then you use cell I5. Then you put equal sign. Here you are going to use formula. You're not going to use function. We'll say this one, G5 plus H5. There you get the total deduction from all these employees. And then after getting this one, we are going to compute our net income. The net incomes, you are going to subtract the deduction from gross pay. Then you will come out with the net pay or the net income. So let us subtract. Net income is equal to gross pay minus deduction. Remember this. Are we there? Minus deduction, which means equal sign. Then you come and click on F5 minus, you come to total deduction, you click at I5 minus I5. When you enter, you'll get the result. That is the actual amount of money that you are going to receive after deducting tax imposed on you, after deducting the pay imposed on you. That is the product. But sometime, let us take this serious. Sometime they may not give you this option of calculating the total deduction. So what are you going to do in the formula? When you are not given that one, this is what you can do. You can say equal sign, then the net income is equal to the gross pay, which is this one, minus, then you open the bracket and you add this G5 plus H5. Then you close the bracket and you enter. You will still get the same product with that one. Are we together? Are we together? Yes. So you do it. That is the way to go. Then you double click the autofill handles. You will filter the products. You will copy the formula for the rest of the employees on the table. Remember, after doing that, you have to go back to the question, purpose, the procedures, and you follow the procedures. When you look down into the procedures, it is talking of we need to use a symbol of Uganda currency on all the currency within the worksheet, which means here we need to apply UGX. We select all these amounts of money under basic income, food, transport, gross pay, tax, pay, total deductions, net income. We select all. Are we observing? Please observe up. After selecting all these figures, then we go home. Then after going home, we have to come to group ribbons under cells. Then we are going to do what? Format. We are going to format the cells. Then we click there, you will receive a dialog box of this type. On these format cells, we have alignment, we have fonts, we have borders, we have fields, color, we have protection. But the target is on the number, and we need to customize it. So when you click on currency, you can see from here if you have UGX. But know that the UGX that we are going to put is going to have U in capital, G small, and X small, which is not here. So we are going to type that one. We are going to type hours. We are going to type hours. Let us customize. For you now to type, you need to do what? You custom. Then here is where we are going to type our formats, where you see type. Then we shall highlight this. After highlighting, we shall begin by opening quotation, shift key, open quotation, U capital, then G small, X small. You have to close the quote and you space it once. After that, you have to apply as symbols, as, and you put a separator, then you add more, 3 as or asses, you put there. Then after putting this, it means that you have already customized currency in UGX. Then you come and say, okay, you will observe what you are seeing there. Are you observing it on the screen? Are you observing it? Please, are we observing it? Then when you see these symbols here, it is a sign of an error that what we have in these columns, the cell is not accommodating it well. It means that we need to adjust. We need to adjust, and we are going to use group ribbons under cells. Then we come and auto fit the column width. So that is what you are going to observe on your screen. Now, when you look at September 2024 payroll, we need to center and increase the font size. So for us now to center, we need to highlight. Please observe. We highlight from A1 up to the last, up to J1. Then we come to merge cells. We are going to use the first option, merge and center. Then we click. It will merge that. Then you are to increase the font size to 13.5. But when you look there, up on the list of font size, there's nothing like 13.5. So it means that in this box here, you are going to type 13.5, then you press enter key on the keyboard. It will change that. And you are supposed to change the typeface or font style to impact. So if you find that looking for the font style called impact is difficult, then you use this box here and you type inside here, you type impact. Then you enter on the keyboard. You will observe a new appearance of September 2024 payroll. And after doing that, the general typeface of what we have on the worksheet, we are going to change to Time New Roman. So let us change to Time New Romans. We go back on typeface, then we scroll it. You scroll it because we have series of font style. You charge for Time New Roman until when you find it. But sometimes it may be a little bit complicated for you to look for this thing, and it is time wasting when you are doing exam. So the Time New Romans, I have seen it somewhere here, it is here, Times New Romans. So if you find that it is difficult for you to get, then you just come here and you type on the keyboard times, it will come automatically, then you enter, it will change. And here when you look at basic income, some part of it has overlapped to the next cell. You come along the column heading, you double click to adjust the setting. Then you will receive, it will fit the cell well. You adjust total deductions like this. Remember that one is not yet enough. The procedure is telling us that we should apply, we should change the font color for this, for the column heading. We should change the font color for the column heading. But when you look here, letter E is outside. So we need to adjust that. Then we select everything here. Then after selecting, we change the font color to blue. Then we put to blue and bold it. You bold it and you center it. You center. Are we there? Are we there? So after doing all this, we are going to represent the information on the chart. It's telling us insert a 3D column graph. The name of employees again is the net income. So we are going to select from here. We select names. Then after selecting names, we shall press Ctrl key on the keyboard down. We press and hold it. Then we select the net income. Then after selecting it like this, we are going to insert a graph or chart. These are chart group ribbons. We shall come and put 3D columns. 3D columns. Then we shall select any. You will observe you can select any. Let us select that. After selecting this one, in the procedures, it is telling us to move this chart from sheet 1 to the next sheet. But before moving it, please, before moving it, let us see the sub tools. Under sub tools, we have design and we have format. Let us try to test this sub style here. You click at this point, then you can test them. You can test, you can test. But when you are doing exams, you should not go to decorate your work, but you should stick to the procedure in the question papers. Are we together? So this one, you do it just to learn on what should be done with a chart. But when it is time for exam, don't waste time, strictly based on the procedures in the question papers. Then after testing this one, what is important now is to move chart. Then other thing we shall add from there. So for us to move the chart, we need to come here. When the chart is dormant like this, for example, look up. When the chart is dormant like that, you will not see any chart tools. But when you want to move it, you need to click on it to activate it. Then you will receive chart tools. Then under this one, you come to design. Then when you follow the group ribbons here, under location, you see? Location here, look up, you see location. When you click on this one, it will move this chart to the next sheet. Then go So this object in sheet 1, but we want to move it to the next sheet. So rename your chart as move chart. So you have to type the new sheet, then you type this, the sheet name as move chart. Then when you click on, automatically the chart will move to that sheet. Have you seen? Are we there? The chart will move automatically there. So here you can do a number of things. They talk of, in the procedure, add a chart title. A chart title. Please add a chart title, which means you need to come here, add chart element. To add a chart title, you need to come to add chart elements, then you click at the 8-pointer here, then you come to chart title. Do you want to put it above where it is? Do you want to center it? Or you want more title columns? So you can bring here. But we are going to concentrate on adding a chart titles above there. Then we type. When you click on that, it will activate that. Then you type chart showing the employees net income. So that is the chart title. After finishing with this one, you have to adjust sheet 1, you take it back, then you are to rename this sheet 1 as payroll 2024. Please, are we there? You need to rename this sheet 1 to payroll 2024. So for you now to rename, you have to right click. When you right click, it will pop up a list of options, and from the list of options here, we are going to rename. When you click on rename, it will activate sheet 1 in that appearance. Then we are going to type payroll 2024. And again, they are telling us to highlight with a green color. But when you look at this, it is already green. So let us try to highlight. We come back here, we right click on payroll 2024. Then we come to tabs color. And we put the color green. Put the color green. This is the appearance of our chart. Going back to the question paper, the next procedure is telling us to insert header and footer. Header of our name and footer as a personal number. So we are coming to insert. We are going to insert header. We are going to put the header. Insert header. So here you have to look for where you can find the header and footer. So you go to insert, then you come under a group ribbons called text, then you click there. When you click on that text, you are going to see text box, header and footer, word art, signature line, objects, but the target is on header and footer. So when you click on it, you will find it. So header of your name, like for me, I'm going to put Okello John Owor as my name. Then I'll come down here, I will scroll down. Then I will see here is footer. Footer as my personal number. So I'm going to put my personal number as U4219. Then I put dash by pressing shift key, dash 508, for example. Here also you can format. You can either reduce the font size or you can increase the font size. You can also change the type of lettering there or typeface. You can bold it if you want. You can italicize. You can also underline it. You can also color the font color. So the same thing you can also apply on the header. But there's no need of decorating it. So now, when you look at your work, you find that the work has been what? Has been divided. So what are we going to do at this point? So at this point, we need to go and change the orientation. So if we want to change the orientation, we are going to page layout. Then we shall get the orientation here. Under orientation, we click. Then we select landscape options. When you select the landscape, you are going to observe this. Remember that some part of your work still on the other page. So if we want to bring it back on one page, then we have to follow this. We have to follow this procedure. Still under page layout, we come to a group ribbon called scale to fit. Scale to do what? Scale to fit. So we are going to scale it to fit our work on one page. So we can scale. Scale here, then you see 100%. We reduce. We reduce to 95. We reduce to 90. We reduce to 685. So when you look at your work, you are going to find that all your work is already on sheet 1, which means when you go printing this work, you will observe everything in a good poster, all set. Let us go and preview. You go to file when you want to print, and you preview first. You see the appearance of your work on the worksheet. So when you look at that, you find that the work is okay. It can be printed in one page. That's why from down here also you see 1 of 1. It means that the work has been put on one page only. Are we there? So after doing all this, we are going to save our work. After doing this, we save the work. You come here, File, then you come and click on Save. Save as your name and personal number. But before we have already put, mine has been put as payroll. But for your case, you can save it with your name and a personal number. That is what is important in Excel. So if I want to change the file name, payroll, I can still again come to File, then I save as. Then remember this, save as what? Save as OneDrive, recent, this PC, add a place. But in most cases, we need to use browse. You browse to get the location where to put your work. And in most cases, we always tell learners to use desktop where they can easily access their file from. Then I will select desktop. Then here I'm going to put my file name as my name with personal number. Okelo John Owor. Then I press shift key dash 508. Then I will say save. The file name will change Okelo John Owor dash 508. That is the file name. So this file name here, after saving it, after finishing with all this, you are going to close. And remember, closing it, you have to put your work in a folder on desktop. So look up. For you now to create a folder, please look up. I will give you time to do that. You are going to use a free space. You right click, then you come to new and you select folder. Because this folder you're going to put in the compact disk and you're going to send to your net. What you are going to do, you have to use your name, like mine here, Okelo John Owor, shift key -508. You should not forget to put your personal number. Whether you are not asked to put as footer and header, you have to put everywhere you put your name and personal number. With there, senior 6 who are here. I have only one, which is good. So this one here you drag and drop inside. And this is the folder that you are going to put in the disk. Are we there? So with this, we can stop and I give you time.